for everything on the far left. Let me mute this computer. Okay, I'm unmuted. Let's see if I get an echo. Mic check. Say something in your mic. No, yours not on.
Check, 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 check.
Yep. All right, let me mute this now.
You kids got to stop playing with my stuff.
It's not the kids, it is the youngest kid. He just be over there touching it, spinning it around, and then looking at me like, you see what I'm doing?
And you be watching them?
I told him to stop. Does that stop him from doing it? Most of the time, no. Or he comes, like, he'll stop and then he'll come back to it.
Hey, where my phone go?
It was in my seat.
I got it.
I'm gonna say I moved it. Good morning, Daphne.
Good morning, man. We having technical difficulties and
Nobody was here.
Artika waking up at 8:30.
Good morning, Mona. Sir,
Huh?
I was in there trying to get your child to go back to sleep
Yeah.
because he woke up once and looked at me like this.
Man, I ain't go to bed till like 4.
You're tripping.
Yeah, I know it. I am sleepy.
Tripping, tripping. Good morning, Linda. This is hot.
Good morning,
Good morning, Simon.
Artika.
Good morning to you, and how do you do?
I bid adieu.
Remember, my mama used to sing that to Lily
Nah, I don't remember that at all.
when she was itty bitty, and
Mm,
she couldn't come see us because we were sheltering in place.
yeah, I remember sheltering in place.
She used to sing to Lily on the portal. Good morning to
Did she?
you, and how do you do?
I didn't
Good
know that.
morning, Miss Lily. Good morning to you.
I just sent you what I got for the week.
Okay. Where are we starting? How did you send it?
Not with Carly Russell
How did you send it?
in the text message.
I didn't get the text
Oh,
message.
you didn't?
Nope.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Send it again.
Uh,
What are you looking at? Good morning,
what's
Irene.
in your text messages, man?
Tommy,
What?
I don't have a text message.
Well, I sent it.
Did you send it to my iCloud or did you send it to my
No, it's green.
text?
It's green. It's a text message.
Mm. Send it to my email.
All right.
Well, I just don't let me have it then.
I said okay.
You said it
I
like
don't know
I'm
what you want.
lying to you and I'm showing you that I don't have it in my
I don't
phone.
know what you want me to say if I say okay.
It was the tone of your okay.
That's a you problem, not a me
Is it?
problem. Uh-huh.
Anywho,
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
make
So,
sure your phone not on airplane mode. That might stop it from sending stuff.
no,
All
my
right,
phone good.
I got it. Where we starting?
Um, I don't know. These fake electors in Michigan. Did you hear about that?
No.
So, you remember in the 2020 election, it was supposed to be like rigged, right? So in Michigan,
According to one side.
yeah. So in Michigan, it was 16 people rushed the Michigan Capitol to basically say we are the electors and trying to change the vote. So this
Oh, it
past week,
just came through.
yeah, this past week, the Attorney General in Michigan, she basically was like, um, "We finna put all y'all in jail," and these are older folks, right? So I was just randomly watching a video, and one of the fake electors, she basically was like, "We were duped," and told a story that they all had went to, like, were told to go to the Republican Party wherever they meet at, and they were all going to go down to the Capitol. Man, they facing 80 years.
Yeah, they're not gonna make it 80 years.
Nah,
I just saw the 16 people's pictures.
yeah, like majority of them, like I think all of them are 60 plus, right? And the lady that was on the video that I watched, she's 72.
Mm,
So it's like, what's gonna happen with these folks? You
mm.
know, like what are they gonna do and stuff like that. So
It says the group of 16 fake electors includes current and former state GOP officials, a Republican National Committee member, a sitting mayor, a school board member, and Trump supporters who were the plaintiffs in a frivolous lawsuit that tried to overturn the 2020 results. So how are they fake electors? That's the part that's confusing me.
uh like they were
And they
trying to
thought
they
they
were
thought
trying
they were
to
real.
they was trying to get into
Oh, they
the,
were just lying to say that
yeah,
they
yeah,
were. Okay, I got
trying to overturn the election.
you. Okay. 55, 70, 69, 69, 71, 55, 65, 73, 75, 82, 56, 81, 64, 72, 68, 76. So 55 was the minimum age of this group.
Yeah.
And the max being the person that was in their 80s.
Yeah.
Or no, 82, because there's an
Man,
81-year-old
somebody
as
about
well.
to beat 'em up.
I mean,
I mean, like
maybe they
you,
kids and grandkids and great grandkids will learn a lesson from this.
I mean, the funny part, or it's not funny because what happened was stupid. Good morning, but the funny part is that, like, like I didn't know that they was facing 80 years.
So, okay, what I have learned this week, I knew this before, but I really learned it this week, is that millennial blacks will find a way to make anything funny.
Yeah, especially me,
So, I
especially
don't know about the others, but the millennial blacks,
yeah. I definitely chuckled when I
we
was
will
like
try
80.
to
They ain't getting out of there.
we will try to find humor in everything. I think it's a coping
It
mechanism
probably is for me,
that we've created.
but I definitely was like, they not getting out of there.
But yes,
They in there.
yes.
I'm trying to run through these because it's two things that I really want to talk about: the Florida thing and this Carly Russell thing. But it's a few other things that happened this week too.
Well, go ahead.
Um, so a couple in Dallas, and I felt the way about this. A couple in Dallas called the police 911 to basically find like say, hey, we see it's a fugitive or a wanted man. This man had kidnapped a child and sexually assaulted a child and now is on the run.
Mm-hmm.
This family, uh, this couple, I guess their husband and wife, they have 6 kids
Mm-hmm.
and they were riding in their van, saw the guy, confirmed that it was the guy, called the police.
Mm-hmm.
The guy got on the bus, the city bus, and they followed the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they talking to the police. The police like, is this y'all in the van? Okay, you go ahead. We got it from here.
Mm-hmm.
Catch the man. The man slices his neck.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Trying to get away, slices his neck, and
That's his. Y'all not gonna catch me
y'all,
alive.
right, y'all ain't finna get me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they got him. He's arrested in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crime Stoppers was supposed to give some money, like it's a reward, right?
Mhm.
I guess the reward was $5,000. They said they're ineligible to receive it because they called 911 and not the tip
Oh, because
line.
you're supposed to call the Crime Stoppers line.
Yeah,
They should just go and get him that money.
man, that's the same thing I said. I was like, they want it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was younger, I used to watch the news a lot because I got a lot of older family members who was like avid news
Yeah,
watchers. It's probably why I ended up
yeah,
majoring in
right, right.
journalism. But I used to watch the Crime Stopper segment,
Did you?
hoping I knew somebody.
Yeah. Let me tell you how petty I am. I didn't watch the Crime Stoppers thing
Hmm.
because I thought snitching.
I still
I
remember
was
the
like,
number.
I don't
It
believe in
was
snitching,
528 cash.
man. But dog, like the thing about it is, it's like they got a wanted criminal, like wanted, right,
Hmm.
off the street
Good
purely
morning,
because of them.
Sharon.
Good morning, Sharon. Purely because of them,
Hmm.
right? Give them something.
Right.
Like if they didn't follow the guidelines, I understand that, right?
How was we supposed to know that there was guidelines? I found a criminal.
It say or call the police or call 911. I was like, I would take I good thing, right? Good
Hmm.
Samaritans are all over the place. Everybody saw the news thing, and one business owner basically said, "Y'all deserve an award or reward," and gave them the $5,000.
Good for
I
him.
was like, "That's dope."
I'm happy he had it to spare.
And then connected with Six Flags. He's just tax write off. He connected with Six
Doesn't
Flags.
mean that he had it
Right,
to
right. No,
spare,
no,
even
no.
though it's a tax write
You're
off. Happy he
absolutely
had it
right.
to spare.
But got with Six Flags and got them tickets to go to Six Flags too. So I thought that was super dope.
And you said they have 6 kids.
Yeah,
Man, Six Flags is a grip for 6 kids.
right. They gonna go and enjoy that Six Flags trip. But the thing about it is, it's like, how don't you look at this situation and say we deserve to give them some? Now they're in talks of changing the um the rules.
They
They're
should.
they're not gonna go back on them, but they're
They
just
should go back on them.
they
This should be a
definitely should.
one-time instance,
They definitely should.
but it's probably somebody somewhere else that has also had this happen to them and they just didn't
It wasn't in the
report
age
it.
of social media.
Yeah. Or not even if it wasn't the age of social media. Some people just don't
Yeah. I don't think they fought the issue either.
don't have the
Oh, it was a dope ending, man.
the space or capacity
Right, right.
to do it. If that happened to you, right?
Yeah.
Even without the YouTube channel, you have enough Facebook friends who would share this and be like, that's wrong.
Yeah. Like
Some people just don't have that.
I got you. I got you. But I thought it was pretty cool that somebody stepped and they were like, people are coming out to us saying that we're heroes. Like this dude was on the run, a criminal.
Hmm.
Most wanted, caught him purely because of them.
Right.
And they was like, if we were looking for the number, we would have lost him.
Good
Trying to
morning.
find the good morning, trying to find this Crime Stopper number, man. So I'm glad that they were able to get a resolve. I wish that the Crime Stoppers would have looked at the situation and been like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's just do what humanly we think is right because I mean they could use it.
Hmm. I am happy that they
One
got
kid
them
or 6 kids, they could use it.
$5,000 right now. I'm telling you, buying some windows.
Man, $5,000 helps.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing. It's gonna help me buy some windows.
saying? What else we got, man? So shout out. I don't remember their name,
Oh,
but
it's raining.
is it,
Hmm.
oh yeah. Um, I don't remember their names, but shout out to them for actually stepping up. Because
Hmm.
a lot of did you think about it? A lot of people ain't finna call, even if they saw the person.
Hmm.
You know. So, what else we got? Talked about that. Talked about that. Oh, did you hear about the dude, the soldier in
South Korea.
South Korea, got basically ran over the borderline to North Korea and now we don't know where he is.
I
There,
don't.
they called him AWOL too
He
because of that.
is.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah,
I'm gonna say he's absent without leave.
yeah.
You
He was
went.
finna get put out the army anyway.
What was he about to get put out for?
He had previously got arrested for fighting
Mm-hmm.
in South Korea,
Mm.
and like basically it was a unruly. Like he got to fighting and then was like just terrible.
Two folks got the busting.
When he was the one, he was the one with his shirt off talking about who else want to mess with Hollywood Cole.
The fact that this
Did
song
I say
comes up,
wham wham?
yes, the fact that this song has come up in the coffee break at least 3 times,
Man, I
probably the last
I,
three.
I love Outkast,
I
man.
love that song.
Man,
So
yeah, this man here,
I
but
hope I've seen the story. I haven't seen anything about his family or anything,
yeah,
but I hope his family not on their local
his
news
mama
crying.
came on the news. I just,
Oh, she was.
yes, I seen it. She was like, I just want my son, just bring him back home. This she know he's like messed up, and she just
She
like
not
just
gonna see her baby no
no, I
more.
don't think so. They had like North Korea hadn't said anything that they didn't even say confirmed that they had him. The only way we know that they have him is that they saw him
Run across the border.
run across the border and be thrown in a van by North Koreans.
Did
Yep.
he have it set up?
I don't know. That's what, and that's what one of the people, because he went on a tour. So basically, what happened was he was getting he was about to fly back home.
Mm-hmm.
They said he left his passport, or didn't have his passport,
Mm-hmm.
and so somehow he got out. Well, obviously he wasn't gonna get on the plane without a passport, but he left. Went to this what is it called, the DMZ, demilitarized zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, got on some tour to go to there, and close to the end of the tour, jetted like 100-yard sprint
Mm-hmm.
to the border.
See, I didn't know about the tour and all that
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
but I know that people were chasing him and could
yeah.
not catch
Like
him.
they was trying to catch him, um, before he crossed the border. Like the American and South Korean army soldiers
Mm-hmm.
trying to catch him. He crossed the border. It's nothing they can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
He crossed. The North Korean soldiers get him, throw him in the van. They ain't heard from him since.
I wonder if people just like watch that side
Yeah.
to catch people.
Yes. That's literally what happened. Like they had like the way it's set. Think about it like this: way it's set up is you have this line.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when Bill Cosby was like, "Cross this line, challenge."
Mm-hmm.
It's basically what it is. Come across this line if you want to.
I get it. We have a fence
Right?
at the Mexican border,
Man,
and kids are seesawing on the fence.
it's so crazy, man. With that, it's like they had. It's just man. I've been watching the hell out of some news this week.
Have you?
Yeah,
I have
because
not.
it was a thing in the Rio Grande.
His mom should call Dennis Rodman to get him back home.
Man, what you said?
Yep,
I
because
forgot about Dennis Rodman.
Dennis be like, these are my friends.
Man, hey,
We
hey,
are
man, just
cool.
just let him come back. He messed up.
Figure out what's wrong with him.
He messed up. You
Yeah,
know,
y'all got somebody to test him.
right?
Let me talk to him. Put him on the
Yeah,
phone.
put him on the phone, man. Let me holler at him, man. No, but the thing was the other people in the group in the tour,
Hmm.
they was like, I thought it was a TikTok prank.
If I'm sitting here and somebody just takes off on a fast run,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna know what to think.
right, right. No, I'm with you. I was like, dang, this dude, something's wrong with this dude.
Especially if I know that we
Why
are,
would you want to go there?
I don't know. Especially if I know that I am in a disarmed situation.
Yeah,
Like nothing is going to happen. Nothing bad is happening right now, and you just take off running. I'm going.
yeah.
What are we doing?
I'm just glad he didn't get shot in front of all those people because that's an option too.
Yeah, they could have got him in the leg. He wouldn't have made it across the border.
That's what I wouldn't even chased him. I'd have been like, I'm finna shoot him in the foot so he stopped.
So, talking to a friend, or actually, I didn't talk to her about it, but like she talks about it on Facebook a lot. She's in the military. She was like, "You do not want to get in trouble with the military."
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what that looks like. There's only one person that I can ask, and they won't talk to me about it. So,
Yeah.
not going there. But and to my like, I know she's never been in that type of trouble.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, she's never been in trouble. She's just talking from the vantage point of
I don't want to go
I
through the.
know I know what happened to other people.
Oh yeah.
Because she's been in for a good bit.
Yeah.
But like, bruh, I just have to take my punishment and come on back home to the States.
Right. It's a you know it's one of those things, man. You're looking at it and you're hearing about this story. You're like, no way, this guy did this.
We
And then
need to sit down with my uncle and talk to him about it.
the second thing was, I was like, is this dude black? That was the first. That was the second thing I thought of. No way that this dude did that. And then is
And
he
then
black?
he was black.
Yeah. And then they got his mom on TV. She like just bring him home. Don't like it's a wonder that they would care.
No, I mean that's still your baby.
Like no, I'm talking about the army.
Oh no, they care because that is one of our people, regardless of being military or not. They are an American citizen,
No, I hear you.
and they've crossed the border into a place that they should not be.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens to him
Hmm.
whenever North Korea says, "Hey, he's here, and this is what we're doing with him," or
Hmm.
something like that. But I don't know. On to Florida, man. Since we was talking about dumb decisions,
Hmm. I don't
um,
even know what specifically you're talking about. Dumb that Florida did. I'm pulling it up
oh,
because they've done a lot.
yeah, they like this bothers me. It bothered me before we like today, but like long ago because they started making changes. I think last year or something like that. But so this past week, the Board of Education passed the standard where they were teaching kids slavery and middle school age is what comes up that slavery taught slaves skills. Like it wasn't what I got from it was it wasn't as bad as you think. And I'm like, these like they're considered property. When a human person is considered property, I think we're like that's bad.
I would be like, "Were you there?
The
How do you know?"
so I'm trying to find what they actually called it. Um
This is one of those reasons that you want to live around people that look like you and have the decision makers be people that look like you, right?
yeah.
Because I don't feel like anything like this will be presented in Atlanta public schools,
Yeah, no.
DeKalb County schools, Gwinnett County schools. Like none of these school systems will be like, you know what? We're gonna get out of this. Good morning, J Dub. Happy you made it.
What's up, J Dub? I'm trying to see what they said about it, man. But um
It
oh
says the recently approved curriculum suggests some slaves reap benefits from the skills they acquired during forced labor was based on a policy intent on misleading children. That's what Kamala said.
yeah. But no,
How
it
come
was
this article just cuts off and turns into ads?
I don't know, man.
Oh, I have to hit continue reading. NBC, y'all doing a lot.
It's like, man, I just don't get how you can come up and DeSantis' response to it was um scholars put this together.
Hmm.
Like, but
My friend calls him Satan.
I'm just saying it's like let's use sense. I ain't even gonna say common sense because everybody's common sense ain't the same.
Common sense isn't that common.
Right. But let's just use some sense, right?
It kind of has some relevance. We built this whole country.
Right. Okay. I see that point, right?
Hmm.
But the thing is, you're taking one part of the whole pie.
They're romanticizing slavery.
Right. It's like you're
Look,
saying
if you had not been brought here, you would not know how to pick cotton.
they used the example of his name was Ned Cobb. It's a guy born in 1885
Hmm.
who grew up like was a black man, grew up and started farming.
Mhm.
And they're saying because his dad was a slave who knew how to farm, he grew up knowing how to farm. Like, I was like, that's like just let's look at the overall picture of slavery, right?
Mhm.
We had human beings who eat pee, poop.
You gonna say another
I
word?
I was, but I'm working on it.
Good
You know,
job.
I caught myself that time because it's infuriating. Uh, no, you got all these things that humans do,
Mhm.
and you're saying this property because like slaves weren't human
Mhm.
to them; they were property.
Mhm.
And you're saying because of this property, because at one point your people were property, that it was good because they learned skill. What about the people that was not property? How did they learn?
They missed the mark.
Like I mean, like they knew how to do
Enslave
it
them
too.
all now.
They knew how to do it too.
But enslave them all now because they missed the mark.
I'm
Like,
just saying, like you I saw a story where they like and I've never thought about this either. One job for a slave was to be a breeder.
mm-hmm,
This guy died in 1951 or 58, right?
mm-hmm,
Had over 200 kids.
mm-mm.
And his job as a slave, or maybe he wasn't a slave,
Yeah, they've been. Because why else would I want your kids?
I don't know. But either his parent or something associated with him, he was a slave. But the job was to be a breeder. He was a big guy, so his children would be big and strong too.
He said, and they gave us a free cruise. They did.
Godly.
It was free,
it
indeed.
it definitely was free, and everybody didn't make it over.
Correct.
It was a one-way ticket,
To hell.
man. But it's like I don't understand.
Mona, that's the part that bothers me. What did you think we was doing in Africa?
I don't know. Cavemen.
Besides what Bernie Mac said, singing, dancing in the nude. What did you think we were doing in Africa? This is
Man,
the coping mechanism that I was talking
I
about, that the
know.
black millennials try to find
I'm
humor in
sorry that I'm
everything.
laughing because I heard it
Which we try to find humor in everything.
in the news.
In the nude, bucket naked. Um, so I don't understand what these people thought we the blacks were doing in Africa.
Yeah, like it is.
Now we, like black people in Africa, did let these colonizers come over and take us.
Mhm.
They were giving us away for free.
Yeah,
That says something as well
yeah.
because there's a caste system on both sides, right?
Hmm.
But it just, it's like, yeah, we were doing this over there too. So why do you think that you brought me here and you taught me something
But it's
that I didn't know how to do? You didn't think I was eating?
but my issue with the whole thing is not it's
No,
not true. It wasn't anything pretty about slavery.
well, I don't think they're trying to make it pretty. I think that they're trying to pull out the core thing that happened, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
that's what
like
we're going to talk about.
it's like my cousin and her comment about my dad.
I have no idea who you're talking about. Crazy girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um, it's crazy, man. Like to sit back and what bothers me more than anything is this is what
that's
you
the right word.
minimize
Minimize
it.
it.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is teach sixth, seventh, and eighth graders this, and I don't understand why. What's the purpose, right? What's the
Mhm.
purpose of going back, changing it to where it fits you,
Go use the bathroom.
to where it fits your narrative, right?
Hmm.
And how you don't see that okay, this is not right.
Right.
It's like I can understand trying to lighten the load
Mm-hmm.
because we have, like, as somebody said, uh, sensitivity is high now, right?
Is
I mean, yeah, like things you can't cut things off like we could, right? And so it's a lot of things going on, and so you want to figure out different ways to teach children things,
it? Mm-hmm.
but I don't think you stretch the truth in certain things, and Black history is one of them because we like even today we're still dealing with some of the stuff.
So I wonder if
Like, how is it that we're talking about this?
our hawk is back.
Oh, I'm like,
I
what you looking
just
at?
looked at it like his wings went out, and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" It's the hawk. We all know Mansa Musa was one of the richest men that ever lived. It's the fear of the browning of America. It absolutely is the fear of browning. Like y'all are figuring things out like a little bit too well. Like y'all not living in the ghettos that we set up for you.
Yeah, and
My next door neighbor is black. It's a
it's
lot of that.
right.
And since it's a lot of that, it's like we got to figure out something.
It's the balance of
So I'm wondering if there are going to be a lot of schools to emerge from this that are going to be um black history focused and centered. Um Not just history but like black centered. I know that two of my little cousins have gone to like two separate schools that had a heavy focus on learning the history of blacks in America from a very early age. Um I think it started for them both in preschool with the schools that they were going to. And I see these little small private schools pop up. I'm wondering if Florida is going to have more of those now because of this curriculum change. Um Sorry, I'm trying to turn something on for Lily because Tommy left his phone down here. I was wondering if more of those schools were going to like the kind of school that we went to yesterday
yeah.
are going to pop up because of this. I have it pulled up. Just pick something.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it will, man. Just because somebody's gonna look at this just as we are and saying, "No, that's not right to them babies."
Mhm.
And it's like what I think about too is it's not right to any of them babies,
No, it's not.
no matter what color they are.
Mm-mm.
Um, you have to know the truth of what happened so you can keep it from happening.
I know that they've deduced slavery in a lot of textbooks to a paragraph.
Mm.
It happened. Let's talk about this war.
Boy,
Like,
that's one thing I do not celebrate.
how do you discover something that's
That
already
has people.
here
That
and
don't.
we live
The
here?
crazy part is I never thought about it until I was in college. I was like, wait, you're absolutely right. How do you discover a new place when people are here?
Hmm.
You came to it. They basically was waving at you
Hmm.
when you got here because they're like, oh, somebody else lives here.
Hmm.
You know,
I was trying to figure out why are you here?
did you present them to the rest of the world?
Who is
Of
this?
course you did.
Who is this fair complected man?
By mistake.
I'm trying to get somewhere else. I don't know. She just be
She
doing a lot.
she she got bit by a mosquito.
Yeah,
They
because you
got
didn't put no off
I
on her
forgot, man. You know, I be trying to do stuff, and you be like, do this and do that. They be like, man, like you do it,
for the common good of the child.
man.
What does it say? We
Help
have
me.
always had to teach our history to our children. Bring back black bookstores. We have, and I am like thankful that there are parts of history that I can actually, hopefully, my kids will be able to talk to my family and
Yeah,
take firsthand accounts for. Like it was, I never even thought to talk to my mama about this until you brought it up to her. But like, what was Memphis like when Dr. King was killed? To be able to sit there and have that conversation with someone that has a firsthand account,
yeah,
can remember exactly what happened, was like something that's wild to me. The savages didn't realize what they had. Indians already here in Columbus never made it to America.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
I don't
sense
I
to
don't I don't get that whole
me.
what she say.
Peekaboo.
All right, Lily.
Gentrification is the Columbus effect.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's what I fear is happening. I don't want to say I fear, but that's what I feel like our neighborhood is starting to become. Like I was like, once we got the smoothie shop, I-
Yeah, from there, right?
like,
I don't have an issue.
and I'm not even saying like,
It's just don't change the 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 neighborhood too much, or make it where like I always go back to the Chattanooga distillery,
mm-hmm,
Chattanooga whiskey, um, great whiskey,
mm-hmm.
right? But
That neighborhood has
that
vastly
neighbor
changed from what you
and the
remember.
neighborhood completely is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a bunch of
Vic said he can't hear you.
people can't hear me. Can y'all hear me? I'm talking.
I don't know. Did it change?
I don't know.
Look at the settings
No, it shouldn't have. Do it on that one.
here. Unless you see a Starbucks and a Whole Foods, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Oh, he can now.
Man, Vic, you like gotta quit playing with me, man. Shut this whole thing down.
Lily Mona said good morning. You say good morning. Say it again.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Uh,
um.
no, but it's just it bothers me, and I don't remember what my teachings of Black history were in high school. Like I minored in Africana studies or African American studies in college, so it's like I had to take classes, you know.
I laugh at that because I remember having to take a test on the story of creation.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's the same story from the Bible. It's just different names for the people.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, like it's all the same story.
that's what I'm saying. Like I guessed because I know the story of creation.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. So this person create okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Got it. Yep.
Sun God,
I'm in there.
fertility. Oh, I know
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So that was me.
Yeah. Man, but
Good morning, Narette.
good morning. It's just a wild thing, man, that's where they're going with the education. And I'm wondering if this is a trend or is this just a Florida thing? And I'm hoping it's just a Florida
I
thing.
think it'll be a trend.
And I'm hoping it's not a trend.
I think that it is just her in this dress.
Yeah.
Um, I think it will be a trend, but I also think that there will be some parents that will be like, okay, you got to go to public school, but let me teach you.
Yeah.
Let me explain to this. Hopefully, there'll be like some summer camps that emerge
Yeah.
that teach history
Yeah.
that people can put their kids in. Yes, Lily. I do like your dress. She said she's ready for the camera.
That's too
I
funny.
came home yesterday from taking Quad to the doctor, and Lily was half in this dress, laying on the couch with Tommy watching a movie.
Yeah.
How did she get this dress?
I have no clue. I don't even know where that dress came
It was
from.
in her closet.
No,
I thought you took it down because it was hanging.
absolutely didn't.
All right, so she's been in the closet jumping
Yeah.
to get stuff off the
Yeah.
hangers.
You
Got
better
it.
check her closet.
I will.
Um, yeah, man. I just don't know, man. I don't get it, and we shall see what happens in the future. So, on to this next story.
Mm-hmm.
I want to apologize to everybody because last week we told them to, about the story of Carly Russell.
I'm not apologizing about that. And the reason I say you don't apologize for it because if no, if this was actually a situation where a person was truly missing, the same energy and efforts should and still should in the future be put in to help find a person, right? Raise as much awareness as you can. I'm not in Alabama, but I guarantee if she had popped up in Atlanta and I had seen her in a Kroger, I would have called 911. I wouldn't have called 528 cash or whatever the equivalent is here.
Yeah, I would. I'm pretty sure I would never would have realized who she
She would have had to look exactly like her picture, and I know she didn't because she ain't have her wig on.
was. Right, she left it in the car. So here's what we know, right? Let me pull up this article. We know that she left on, or she went missing on July 13th.
Okay.
Um, on the I-459, which is like 285.
We've been on
Yeah.
it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay,
You,
Lily. She
you
had
want
to
to make
show.
sure they see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Put your
man,
arms
you don't
in.
watch trolls, man. But so yeah, so she stopped on the 459, saw a baby, got out, you know, and she called the
Danielle
police.
said your mic is going in and out. Is it pushed all the way in?
Yeah, it's pushed all the way in.
Nope.
It is.
um, I don't know if she had a mental breakdown. Oh, you were telling what happened. She went missing.
Yeah, she went missing.
There's a baby
There's a
on the
baby.
side of the road running 6 football fields.
Is my mic working now? Is my question. I want to be like a YouTuber. Give a thumbs up if my mic is working. Oh man, but yeah. So she went
Daniel
missing.
said yes. It is working.
Okay, thank you,
Tasha
man.
said yes as
I'm blaming on these babies.
well.
These doggone babies, man.
Vic gave you a thumbs up.
Thank you, Vic. She called the police. Then she called her family member. Family member was on the phone. Heard her say, heard her scream. Phone went blank.
Hmm.
Um, they had traffic cam footage of her stopping. She told the police there's nobody on the street. She stopped on the I-459. Everybody's passing. She went to Target, got her some Cheez-Its,
Hmm.
stole some toilet paper
And a robe.
and a robe. What was she doing with a robe?
She worked at a spa.
Oh, okay.
She probably stole the toilet paper in the robe.
Got you. Um,
No, not a
not a
robe.
robe, a
A
robe.
robe like you put on. You know, like mommy's purple robe that you wear.
She saying the wheels on the bus is a robe.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, what else did she do? So she was,
Oh, okay. So then we get to her Google searches.
yeah.
Um,
That's when the Secret Service got involved in the FBI.
well, they got involved before that.
Yeah,
That's where they stayed involved.
yeah. Because we don't want to forget that part.
um, so her phone searches, she wanted to know how to steal money out the cash register undetected. She said Woodhouse Spa does have nice robes.
That's where
Never,
she work at.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the mosquitoes. Ooh, that one got you bad. It's like a lump in your leg.
Yeah, yeah, I felt that.
Mhm. We'll get some. We got some Benadryl cream upstairs. We'll put on it. Okay. Um, I forgot where I was going with this. Oh,
You,
her Google searches because I
yeah.
posted about some of them on Facebook. Let me go and see
Um,
because I can't remember them right this second.
she wanted to know how to steal money out of a register.
Yes, how to steal money
How
out of a
old you do
register.
you have to pay for an Amber Alert? Like I'm like, you're 25. Amber Alerts are for children. You're
She Googled the
25.
movie Taken, one way bus ticket to Nashville, maximum age for an Amber Alert. Um, it was just a lot.
Man.
She got
So
fired from her job. I do know that.
obviously she was stealing. She got caught stealing from her job.
There's a Woodhouse Spa in Alpharetta.
Is it
You might need to go check it out.
because of the ropes?
Yeah.
Um no, but the crazy part is it was like you see things on Facebook, right? You'll see the stories like, oh, she's lying.
Hmm.
And I didn't think about it until she returned. Huh? I didn't think about it until she returned.
So High Vibe said, unpopular opinion. She's pulled this trick before and she took it too far this time. right? I didn't know.
Oh, she did this before?
She's saying that's an unpopular opinion.
Oh.
Based on the stuff that they've been pulling up off of her Twitter page,
Mhm.
it sounds like this has something, maybe not to this extent,
Yeah.
but
But
something
she
has
done ran
happened
away
where she's
before.
like disappeared and then came back like nothing happened,
Yeah.
right? Um, I do agree if it's happened before or anything similar, that should have been a cause for. Can you let my hand go? Okay, thank you. That should have been a cause for some type of counseling sessions, some help. Tasha, I said the exact same thing. Like my sister and I were talking on my Facebook post,
Mhm.
and I was like, she didn't run this by anybody.
Like it's crazy because first off, I didn't think that this like she was lying in the beginning until she got home. When she got home, I was like, well, why haven't they said anything? Because this is a big thing. The world basically was like, hey, let's find this girl.
Well, okay, so I did not when we first talked about it last week. I had not read into all the details.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Hey, hey.
they said it was a toddler, but I didn't know about the running.
Right.
I was just like, she got out of the car, like she saw this baby, she got out of the car, she screamed, they snatched her. That's all I had read about it, right? Or that was what I deduced it to.
Yeah.
With me deducing it to that, I was like, okay, all right. Read a little bit more into it. I was like, well, something just not making sense.
Mm-mm.
Then when this press conference came out,
Like,
I watched the press conference twice.
no, did you see the interview with her dad though? Like mom and dad.
I did. And I was like, something happened because this interview doesn't make sense.
So I was like, something don't sit right because the dad didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. But
Right?
that's what I'm saying. Like something happened and he know what happened.
Right. It was like no emotion from him in that interview. I don't care
Mm-mm.
how nervous or non-nervous or non-verbal you are.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say anything except just bring her back
Have I the fact that her mom was like she was fighting for her life
and her mental.
physically and mentally. Yeah, we'll make you some in a minute. Um,
Hmm?
will you make her
Where
some
is it?
coffee? I don't know where her tablet is.
Okay.
I say coffee, and people gonna be like, "Y'all get her coffee." It's hot chocolate. um, her her mom's response, and her daddy was just sitting there looking at her mama like, "Mm-hmm. I don't know why you saying this, but okay." Um, that was just really, really confusing, and I don't want to say unsettling, but it definitely made me feel a little bit of a way about everything. Mona, yes, jail is in her future, and more so because all these other agencies have gotten involved, and you're okay. Like you just wherever you were at, and people have come up with all of their conspiracy theories, like she was doing this to try to get away from her boyfriend. And her boyfriend was like, I need to put it out there that I ain't have anything to do with it. So I don't really know. I want to know where she was. And at what point, who told her, hey, you need to go back home?
Yeah, she got to answer some questions.
I got a lot of
Man, I
questions,
got plenty of
but
them.
that's the main question. Where were you and why did they not send you back to where you were at first?
Right? Like first off, she didn't expect this story to get as big as it was.
Mm-mm. But that's the thing, you got the police involved. If you had just screamed and told
Screamed and disappeared.
whoever the girl was you was on the phone, I think she said her brother's girlfriend. If it would have been just her, all right. But
Because the thing is, they wouldn't have been able to. No, I guess they would have found it, but I don't think it would have got as big.
Mm-mm.
The fact that people was like, the
Well, they
toddler
never
wasn't
found her.
right. The fact that nobody was concerned about this toddler just that was just missing.
No, there wasn't a toddler missing. Like,
Right,
that's the
I get
thing.
that.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was no like Amber Alerts or anything. So all we can go by is that you said there was a toddler on the side of the road. You drove the length of, what do you say, 6 football
She
fields.
went 600 yards while she was on the phone, following this make believe toddler. Bought her some cheeses, bought her some snacks for the road.
I wonder, did she go see Beyonce? Beyonce was in Nashville.
Hmm, that'd have been so crazy if she did that. But why like go through the day that extreme to do that?
Just literally just go to Nashville. You're 25. Who gonna tell you no?
Nobody.
If I had the tickets, go.
Mm-hmm.
It played out as if the Tyler was bait for said kidnappers.
Yeah, but it's like
That's what
I'm
she
trying to
wanted us
figure
to
out where she got
believe.
her plot from.
I
Like,
don't
cause
know.
she like, cause
Did you watch the movie Taken? What
yeah,
happened in that?
of course, I watched the
What
movie.
happened in that?
The girl was taken.
I mean, like, what was the plot to take her?
They wanted her, so they took sex trafficking. Like she was stolen from her home. It's
That's what I was
three
asking.
times.
That's what I was
I
asking though.
think she did like it happened to his daughter, right?
Uh-huh.
The Liam Nelson
Okay.
happened to his daughter. It's you haven't seen this movie,
No, I have no desire to see people be stolen.
so she was stolen. She was hiding under. I remember this part. She was hiding under the bed, and the robbers came in, and like basically was looking for her, and it was like she's under the bed. Let's get her.
I don't know who this Sherry person is you're talking about, Mona. I'm gonna have to Google it.
Sherry who?
Papini?
Mm. Oh, she's
It's a
going to
it's
jail.
a kidnapping hoax. I wonder if Carly has a Wikipedia page yet, because
She
Sherry
does.
got one.
She does.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up.
It tells all her business, man. Like it's terrible because it could have worked.
The disappearance of Carly Russell. They haven't changed hers to
This
be the hoax,
this
because
is
Sherry says the hoax.
this is gonna be a Tubi movie.
Mhm. Maybe not if you gotta start paying for Tubi.
Yeah,
She is 25, but a teenager mentally. Grown people don't need an excuse to take a break from life. We call that a vacation. Absolutely. That's all it is. Like, I think a lot of people joke about, like, I'm gonna run away from home, but
yeah,
we don't have to run away.
right.
We can literally just be like,
All right, I'm out.
I'm out. Typically, if you don't want people to get in contact with you, you still have one person
hmm
that you're willing to talk to. One or two. Now, don't pull a Kelly Price and the only person that know your whereabouts is this man
hmm
that your family don't trust.
Yeah,
Tell a couple of people, hey, I'm going to Nashville for the weekend. I just want to get away. Once they know that you've arrived safely and checked into your hotel room,
have fun, man. But
I'm
like my
done.
my thing is like why get the police involved?
Mm-hmm.
Why come up with this hallucinating story? Um, you're lying, basically to for what? And then when you come back, like it bothers me, and I understand why she hadn't said anything because what do you say?
I lied,
The
y'all.
police basically said everything but you lied.
Mm.
We can't find truth in what she's saying. We're not saying that it's not true. We just can't find it.
Mona says she's about to get a real vacation from her life
Oh,
called
she
jail.
is. She is. That thing finna be like what the effects of this, right?
Hmm.
Going forward um for actual women who go missing.
Hmm. I again, I don't. I'm not going to have the I'm not going to believe anybody effect from it.
But it changes the hearts of people.
It doesn't change mine
It
though.
doesn't
That's what
change
I'm
yours,
saying.
right? Right. It doesn't change yours, but it changes the hearts of people.
Hmm.
Is it now we have to go through and the Hoover police guy? I don't know if he was the chief or not telling you he
He
was
was
the chief.
probably the public relations guy.
What whoever he was, he
Hmm.
was like, we're gonna take all cases seriously, but there's one little chip of doubt. And sometimes that's what it takes to make the whole thing crumble. One small chip. And she like, and that's what is terrible about this situation is that she put that doubt in people's mind. Is this for real?
Hmm.
You know, because this is actually happening.
Right.
And the less care of black women versus everybody else is there.
My friend Danielle is on here, and her cousins had a post and was like, if my mama was her mama,
I do that.
they would have made me sit down on television and tell these people that I lied. Apologize for having them looking for you and
Hmm.
tell them that you lied.
I think they had like 63,000. The article said
Hmm.
at the money that was spent so far
Hmm.
looking for her or donated to find her.
Like, I just.
Yeah, you got to like. I get why she's not saying anything because now she got to try to save face.
Hmm.
Like, how do I get out of this? Um, best way possible.
Being silent is not going to get you out of it, though.
I saw where a defense lawyer was like, if I was her lawyer, I wouldn't let her say anything to anybody, and I would speak for her
Hmm.
because whatever she says is going to be what they say used against you in the court of law or something like that.
Hmm. Well, they got enough to use against her already. Her Google search history.
That thing
Didn't we
on
talk about that
the
last week?
911 call.
Was that last week
Nah,
or
we ain't talking about.
previously? No, we were talking about our like sharing
Oh
our
yeah,
Google
yeah.
searches. Like we have every so often, we take the screenshots and we have a group chat and we share our Google searches. It's always something really crazy in it that we laugh about,
Hmm.
but it's never anything incriminating.
Yeah.
Well, I guess because we're also not doing
Right,
anything
right,
or
right.
trying to do anything criminal.
It's just weird to like. What I want you guys to do is go today and go look at your Google search history. And when you do it, just chuckle and laugh because that's what I do every time I go back and look at
Because Tommy's is always the most ridiculous. He'd be like, "Where is Delaware?"
it. I actually Googled that.
I know. This is a real life example.
I Googled this past week, when does The Little Mermaid come out? To stream.
He said, "I'm currently looking at mine. I'm crying."
Well, you be
Now
like,
you have to share it. Take a screenshot, text it to Tommy. I want to see
yeah, you just see
it.
no.
Like we Google some really ridiculous
Oh, it'd be
things.
weird, boy.
But the thing is sending it to somebody, then trying to explain how you got there.
see what happened was I was trying to do this. Oh man.
Yeah, go on clear their history. If it's that crazy, just go on clear their history.
Man.
But no, it's funny though because like we Google some weird stuff.
Oh man.
And it literally it always has like
Hmm.
there was a path that my brain was taking when I
Yeah.
Googled
Yeah.
this. Like I remember a shooting happened at someone I know previous job.
Hmm.
Nobody was hurt, I don't think, but it was a shooting that
Hmm.
happened. Well, the place that she worked is a franchise of places. So I was like, I wonder where the one by my house is. Not because of the shooting. I was just like, I haven't
Yeah.
seen one over here. It's
Man.
gotta be one in this neighborhood.
But it's crazy how our digital footprint
Mm-hmm.
tells somebody tells a story of where you were going,
Mm-hmm.
where your mind was going with stuff or what you was thinking about. And I was like, if this girl wanted to do this, right? Why do stuff day of? That tells you your plan was messed up from the beginning.
I just want to know, like, stream of
I
consciousness.
wonder who's gonna get the first interview.
I don't know. Somebody that's paying,
Yeah, of course.
because that's what her parents did. They didn't go to a local
They
news.
went to
They went to national
yeah.
news because they could get paid for it. Um,
I wonder what your kids will Google. I just thought about like when she gets old enough to Google stuff.
trolls.
Are trolls
Blippy,
real?
sit in there, slap.
I don't want you to sit over
Blippy, Mika.
They got a new Mika. Her name is Shamika.
Is Mika on TV right now? What are commercials? I told her something was a commercial one time. She looked at me like, does not compute.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. What? A
Right.
commercial?
Right.
What is that?
Why it look so foggy outside?
Because it probably is foggy outside.
Um. Yeah, man. That's like that whole situation is crazy, and they're still under investigation. So they're not giving the 63,000 in donations back yet.
Mm-hmm.
Crime Stoppers. This is what was
Then
the
go and take that 5,000,
man. Get these
give it
folks.
to their family so they
Yeah,
could be up 10.
yeah.
I'm not upset about them being up 10.
But yeah. So Crime Stoppers has the 63,000 where people have donated
Mm-hmm.
money to help find this girl. Um, Secret Service being involved, the FBI being involved. The like she has a lot of problems coming her way, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm in,
Restitution.
I'm interested to see how this story ends, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna pull a I'm sorry card.
No, I think that people are already leaning towards something mental.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's
you
the card I would
you
pull.
know she was diagnosed with.
That's
No, she wouldn't,
I'm just saying, like,
because if she was, that would have been mentioned
yeah,
when everything
already,
was happening.
already.
It would have been she's off her meds.
But you notice how fast, like, we talked about it Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
She came back like 40 something. Like I think Saturday is when she came back.
It
Like
was. I think it was in the evening.
yeah, she came back that Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately people were like Jesse Smollett, the
because she
Frenchman, as
came
Dave Chappelle called him.
because she came back home.
Right, and she came back home in a manner that was like, I ran through the woods, and my house is here.
Right. Yes. We'll call her. Um no, it's okay, so like I don't know what would have been the perfect scenario to come back home. But if somebody stole me, how do they know where I live? My wallet was left there. My wallet, my wig, and my phone. So that means I had to tell them where I live. It just doesn't make sense. Quiet is up. Yep. I
Well,
heard him.
I'm all right. Well, well, guys, we're about to get on out of here.
It doesn't make
Um,
sense. Like if she had popped up back at like a hospital or something, I would have been like, oh, okay, cool. Like glad she's safe, happy they found her. But she popped up at the house. And popping up at the house just didn't make sense.
with a small cut on her lip. Like you supposed to have been fighting for your life to get home.
Tommy said she showed up on foot with a cut on her lip. I said cup because I'm watching you with a cup. With a cut on her lip, and you saying that you fighting for your life. It just these things don't go together. It does not make sense.
Crazy stuff though, man.
I don't know.
I don't understand it though, man. But we'll see what happens, man, with what she got going on. I want to see people's Google search history now, man.
Danielle said they showed her walking along on the neighbors. Ring cam.
Did it?
Hmm.
Like she did she have both her shoes on?
Did she have both of her shoes on?
Like I would
You going to go get him?
yeah, I'd have been acting that thing out, boy.
Yeah, I want to know who she was with because she was with somebody. She didn't just eat Cheez-Its. And she had taken $100 out of the register. Did she use that to not have a trail of where she was? Because like her debit card history wasn't being followed. I don't know. It's quite strange to me. Something's going on though. I see you, Lily. No shoes on. Like I wonder who was it? Takara, what's her last name? Williams, the comedian. She was talking about how she lied to her it's now her ex-husband one time, and she was like, I told him I did all of this stuff, and then I walk up and the ring camera footage show me just getting out the car normal. So I don't know. Good morning. Nope. Mm-mm. Stay over there. Anywho, I think we're ready to end this because Tommy's kids are awake.
I see you.
Okay, you want to tell everybody bye. Okay.
Get your boy, man. Get your boy, man. He tripping over here.
Come
So yeah, man. What a coffee break. The gang's all here.
Well, the full gang didn't make it until the end.
Yeah.
And you're over your hour, so
I am over my hour.
okay.
So, guys, I appreciate you guys joining us again for another coffee break on this Saturday morning. You guys make sure to have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Enjoy the weather. It's hot out there, so drink a lot of water. And yeah, man, check out our channel, man. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed. Go like the video, share the video, and yeah, continue to support us, man. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and we are out. Peace.
Bye, y'all. Tell everybody bye. Bye.